Now, I hate to be the bad news bearers before we've even started, but the Canadian Pacific would return almost 400 kilometers of this route to the government, who in turn would end up returning it to the original peoples. And without getting into the weeds, because this is above my pay grade, they have essentially forbidden any placement of a Y track to turn the locomotive around at the other end of the route. So our train has to run backwards for the first half of the journey, then perform a runaround maneuver at the midway point, and then pull us back how you'd normally expect a locomotive to be, back to Prairie Valley. Now, hopefully one day that will change, but for now, this is just the way that things are. Our consist is a little bit different compared to some of the other trains I've ridden. There's really no rules when it comes to what type of cars or how you can set them up. So with Kettle Valley, there's 2 cars on the front of the consist, which are just like this. They were commuter train cars for the Canadian Pacific in the 1950s, servicing roughly like the Montreal-ish area. They've taken them, put in some really cool old school photos of the Kettle Valley history, some of the bridges, some of the trestles, some of the engineering landmarks, which are pretty cool. So there's 2 of them. They have windows, and the windows, pretty cool. The 3 cars after that are open air cars, which you're gonna see right here, just like this. And the open air cars, they were actually cattle cars for carrying cattle in the 1950s. Kettle Valley got them. They were double decker originally for 2 rows of cattle. They took off the roofs, put in some new seats, and it's kind of funny because back in the day, the Canadian Pacific would refer to passenger service as cattle service because it was about as profitable as hauling cattle. And to go full circle, now the cattle cars from the 1950s are passenger cars on the Kettle Valley Railway. $30 is all it takes to ride this. $30. You can't even go to Starbucks and get 2 drinks for $30, but you can ride a 1912 steam locomotive. We are leaving in 10 minutes.